Welcome, graduates, faculty, family, and friends. If you don't already know me, my name is Lilly O'Neill, and I am the senior class president. I want to thank you all for being here for this important moment in our lives and the support that you've given us along the way. I want to thank all of the teachers for putting up with us throughout high school and never giving up on us, even when we made it really hard. I want to thank all of the parents for always being there for us and loving us no matter how many times we messed up. We wouldn't be here about to walk across this stage without any of you. And finally, I want to thank all of the graduates sitting in front of me now, because I wouldn't be who or where I am without you guys. Standing up here right now, and honestly for the last month, I haven't really known how to feel. I'm also not really sure what I can say that fully captures the meaning of this day. When I think about what today means to me, all of my memories from high school flash through my head, the good and the bad. What I could stand up here and say right now is that these years have been the best years of our lives, and that I would give anything to go back to freshman year, but honestly, I don't think any of you would completely believe me. What I can say truthfully is that sometimes the last 4 years were really hard. We had to be at school at 8 a.m. every day, come to school stressed out, exhausted, and really confused sometimes, especially thanks to Miss McKinney's classes. But at the same time, we are here every single day becoming who we are now. And we didn't even realize it. That's the part I wouldn't trade for anything. For the last month, my memories from high school have been basically playing on a loop in my head, ever since I realized that after today, I will never come back here as a student. To let all of you into my brain for a second, here are some of those memories. Waking up late every year for picture day, and then somehow waking up late again on picture retake day. Sitting in Mr. Eden's English 1 class and writing yet another essay about the importance of listening to your teachers, because we could never pay attention to what he said. Trying to get Miss McKinney off track by talking about Taekwondo and hearing her yell, "Put your phone away," every 2 seconds. Watching Laura and Mr. Olson try to hit each other with pool noodles during the homecoming assembly. I'm still pretty sure that Laura won. And of course, I can't forget the day in chemistry when Kellen was so excited to go to lunch that he slipped and slid right into the trash can. You can ask Mrs. Rudiker, the dent is still there to this day. And even after coming back after summer break and realizing that somehow we had all completely changed. When I think about what today means to me, I'm not thinking about where we're all going next, mostly because then I'll start crying, and I'm trying really hard to not do that in front of all of you. I'm also trying to not think too much about middle school, because again I'll start crying, but for a different reason involving my horrible haircut. What I'm actually just thinking about is everything in between. Okay, it's working now. Okay, so, because high school felt like standing in an open doorway for 4 years, watching everyone push past you and get through, while not quite being able to go through it yourself. It was 4 years of not knowing anything. We didn't know who we were supposed to be, where we were going after all of this, or why we needed to know how to find the missing angle of a triangle, the entire plot to Animal Farm, or what every element on the periodic table is. And honestly, I still don't know the answer to any of those. Sorry to all of my teachers out there, but I do know that I spent the last 4 years waiting for it all to be over. I know that I was waiting for the next part of my life to begin, but what I didn't realize was that the last 4 years were some of the most important, and I can never get them back. I can never get back at class meetings listening to our class bicker over something that didn't even ever really matter. I can never get back the early morning cheer practices where we were all so tired and everything was funny to us, or the classes that we complained about every single day, but will probably miss someday. The in-between of these last 4 years mattered more than we ever knew while we were living it, and now it's over whether we were ready for it or not. The class of 2026 may not get along all the time, and we may be excited for some separation after being together every day for 12 years. But I will say that no matter where we go, we'll all share something in common by going through the last 4 years together. The last 4 weird, exhausting, hilarious, but yet still priceless years. What I'm going to miss the most after walking across this stage is not just the big moments, but the little ones in between that you don't really realize are so important until they're gone and you can't get them back. So before we all walk across this stage and move on to bigger and better things, I want to say one thing to my class. I hope that we remember each other. I hope that we remember who we were, and I hope that while we are all busy waiting for the next big part of our life to begin, we don't forget to pay attention to the in-between while it's happening. Because one thing that I learned from high school is that you'll miss the moments that you think don't matter more than you could ever expect. Thank you to the class of 2026, and congratulations.